how are you? I'm Koya and I'm here at Magic Light Studios, and today I want to talk to you about Hatha Yoga precautions. Hatha Yoga is usually gentle, easy flowing, and a really gentle practice, but there are some precautions. And one of the precautions are if you have high blood pressure or glaucoma or any type of life-threatening illness, make sure that you talk to your doctor and make sure that you're clear to do the exercise. Even though the instructor of the class might say modified, you still want to check with your doctor, and maybe they might give you specific modifications like time frames or don't raise your hands over your head, different things like that you should actually tell your instructor. So make sure if you have any type of life-threatening disease or illness or anything like that, just get clearance from your doctor, check and see if there's any additional modifications, because when you talk about modifications for advanced or beginner, intermediate, advanced, they're different than modifications for health purposes. So make sure, that's the number one precaution, make sure that you check with your doctor and get clear before you start the exercise. Also, you want to make sure that you're well nourished, but you don't want to have just eaten a big meal before you start your yoga practice. You want to wait at least 2 to 3 hours after you've eaten to start yoga, or I suggest definitely doing yoga first thing in the morning. You know, do it on an empty stomach, or just have some lemon water, or maybe or a nice light juice, but try not to eat too much. You're gonna get more of your practice. You're gonna get deeper into meditation if you don't have to worry about digesting anything. Your body is trying to cleanse and it's trying to center. So if you add digestion in there, just an extra little hiccup that it has to go through. So try to not eat too soon, 2 to 4 hours, 2, 3, 4 hours, and then you can feel free to do your yoga after that. Everything should be digested. There is no competition in yoga. There's only cooperation. People inspire you. It's great if you see a yoga pose and decide to start yoga the next day, but you don't want to start out with arm balances when you haven't even done a beginning series. So make sure that you do a proper yoga warm-up. If you're doing yoga at home and you see a cool picture on Instagram or Facebook and you want to try it, go through a warm-up first, at least 10 minutes, 30 minutes, preferably at least 60 minutes before you try the pose, because you can open up your hips, you can twist out your back, you could do different things that are going to help you be safe in the pose. It's going to help get that blood flow through your body, it's going to help warm you up, and you're going to look better in that pose if you warm up. So please, 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 when you see a pose, don't just bust the pose out, warm yourself up. It's different if you did yoga in the morning and then you're going out through your day playing around. You've already warmed up. Your blood is already flowing. That's okay, but just don't go cold turkey without warming up. And if you do, just be really safe and gentle with yourself and don't push yourself. The most important thing in your yoga practice is your breath. Not your poses, but your breath. Because if you're breathing, it'll actually oxygenate your muscles and it'll help you get into your poses even better. And when you're there, it'll help you take it a little bit deeper. So make sure you're just listening to your breathing. When a pose seems hard, just breathe some more. And that's the number one precaution as well, is just breathing. Don't stop breathing to get a pose like, oh, I'm gonna stick it. And don't feel like, oh man, I couldn't do it. You don't wanna get down on yourself about any pose. So yoga is very much a spiritual practice, just as it is physical. So even if you're not competing with someone else, if you're beating yourself up because you can't do something, that's not healthy either. You just want to, when you finally get a pose, like, oh my gosh, it's like a door of heaven opens up and it's just a blissful moment. But if you don't get it, you're just like, okay, maybe not today. So those are some of the Hatha Yoga precautions. I hope you take precautions and I hope you enjoy, most of all, enjoy your practice. Namaste.